Hello everyone, it's Exoman, and today I want to talk about this little kit that I bought for that right there. Okay, now you may know that Farm Girl and I got a little camper, very little camper. It's an 18-foot Shasta, used, new to me, 2021. At any rate, the boat that I have, let's start there. That has a brake controlling system on board on that trailer. It didn't even occur to me when I bought this camper that I would need to install such a system in my truck. Now this is what I got. I can't remember. I think these are about 50 bucks or so online, but it's got the wire harness that you see there in my hand, and it's got the brake controller itself that fits under my dash. I'm no expert, but as usual, I do my own stuff when I can, and it saves me a lot of money and time and headache and hassle of bringing vehicles to service centers and waiting and going back and retrieving them, etc., etc. It's good to learn to do these things. I'm putting a water pump currently on my boat. It's been 3 years, so it needs a new water pump. But let me explain this a little bit in as much as I know about it. What it is, it's kind of plug and play, which is really neat. And this is a proportional brake controller, as opposed to a time delayed. So if you're doing a project like this, you're going to need to know the difference. I've been reading a little bit about it, and proportional, that term simply means, it's a newer technology, and it simply means that it matches your braking pressure in your vehicle, your truck, to your trailer brakes. Okay, so it's as opposed to time delayed, which just is going to, after you put pressure on your brake in your truck, it's going to put pressure on the brakes in your vehicle that you're towing, or your trailer. So this works proportionally. It senses how much pressure you're putting on your truck and how much weight you've got in tow, and it applies braking proportionally. Does that make sense? I hope I explained that well enough. Just go and read about it, okay? So now I'm gonna venture to show you just how easy or difficult this is. It's gonna be pretty easy. So what I've gotta do, let me see if I can do this without damaging my door. What I gotta do is get up under here, and I'm going to find the pigtail or the wire harness coming out from under my dash that will pair with this. I bought this specifically for my model, my Ram 1500 for this age range. Well, look, I'm gonna reach up under here, and there it is. Can you see that? There's not a whole lot of, well, there's almost no slack on this, but you can't really see this. Let me unwrap it. So under here, they have this thing ready to go. Okay, look at that. There's two different plugs here. So I'm gonna have to figure out what this one in the back is for. And this one is clearly intended for this socket right here. It's clearly a match, okay? You see? All right, and by the time I know what that one's for, somebody else will have explained this in the comments. It's probably another accessory or a different style of brake controller than this. All right, so let's go ahead and push that in there. Well, we'll carry on from here. Now this end should go in my controller. Is in the package. All right, I've got some mounting screws. I've got a mounting bracket. And you see this bracket, I'm just gonna screw this in. You can't really see this. There you go. I'm just gonna screw this to my dash here, and it will grip the unit, I imagine here, like so. And it will display it for me. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and mount this. Okay, I've plugged it in just to see what happens. And see, we'll have to look that up in the instructions, what that code is. Okay, look, the important stuff, before you just go mounting this, this is good stuff to read here, that the brake controller must be parallel to direction of travel. You got it? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I must not mount it like this. I must mount it with the direction of travel, right? So we'll do that. And it also says, common sense thing, but sometimes we get in a bit of a hurry. When you get ready to mount this, make sure that it's clear behind here and you're not sending any screws into any electronics, okay? That's pretty, seems pretty obvious, but it's good to remember. Now, another thing that I'm gonna do is get in here, put my leg where it rests, you know? Okay, my foot is on the accelerator, and I want to make sure that this is not in the way of my knee or shin or what have you. Yeah, that seems like it's going to be out of the way. Shouldn't be a problem, but it's worth investigating that, you know, just in case your configuration is different. And I think I'll go as far to the right as I can so that it's clearly out of the way, and I can also see it beyond the steering wheel. Well, I'm looking right through my steering wheel and I can see it. Okay, a couple of these screws out of here. Boy, I shouldn't have had all that coffee this morning.
Me too.
Yeah. Are you jittery as well?
Yes.
Okay, let's load my... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, people.
You gotta be kidding.
I gotta go get a driver for this because they made it a flathead. Don't you hate it when they do that, Jennifer?
I hate it when they do that.
Okay. So, look, there's a screw over here. If there's another kind of setup, you can just screw it right to that. Can you see that screw? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna go, I think, right here. Right along in here. Right about here. Oh man, that was really hard. But I'm almost done. Ow, that went right into my finger. Okay. So now, what remains is for me to screw this in just like that and make sure, as I said, it is parallel with my direction of travel. So let's see. This is just not that difficult. I really wish it was more difficult so I could appear to be more of a hero, but well, you know what's going to be challenging is getting that other screw in.
Yes.
But there you go.
I don't think you need the other one.
There you go. It's installed, and then we're going to just tuck these wires back up under the console. And so you can't have it like that. It won't work like that. It's got to be horizontal and parallel to the direction of travel. And then we'll tighten these screws up, and it'll lock it in.
Nice.
Okay.
Good job.
Right. And of course, the signal for the brakes in the trailer is sent through the wiring on your vehicle. So look, even taking you along for the ride, that really was a total of definitely less than 10 minutes to install this. So very, very simple. All right, there you go. There you have it. Thank you for watching, everyone.